The thing about entomology is, in the bigger picture, it's really the biggest blind spot for fly fishers by far. I mean, it's really the hardest part of fly fishing to learn because you can't just practice it like casting, and get better and better at it. I mean, you actually have to sit down and learn it. You can come into a fly shop and get some help, but ultimately, when the line hits the water and what you're using isn't working, that's when a fly fisher really has to know their entomology. Ultimately, that's what I'm all about. Hi, I'm Robert Younghands, the bug guy, and I've seen it time and again. Whether you're a rank beginner or you've been fly fishing for 20 years, anglers are out there on the water, casting and praying that something will happen. I want to turn fly fishing from a cast and pray experience into a science. If you know what's in the water and you can identify it, then you know what the fish are eating. It's really that simple. I've taught aquatic entomology classes for years in the nation's largest fly fishing shop located in Colorado Springs. It's a 2-day experience, with the first day being a lecture style class where you'll actually receive a semester of aquatic entomology. The second day, the streamside class, is exactly that, where we go out onto the stream and we put into practical application what we've learned the day before in the classroom setting. So what I've done is put my class onto a 2 DVD set. Disc 1 is the lecture in the classroom setting. This isn't a blockbuster movie filled with car crashes or fish porn. You won't see Brad Pitt waxing poetic while shadow casting. Instead, you'll get an honest and goodness real entomology that relates strictly to what a fly fisher needs to know. You can expect close-ups of insects, diagrams, and scientific drawings. Each viewer will come away with the knowledge of life cycles of major aquatic orders, and you'll be able to decipher the difference between complete and incomplete metamorphosis, and much, much more. So check out some footage and see what I mean. One of the things that we did refer to earlier was biological classification. And when I talked about biological classification, I was speaking about knowing your orders at streamside. Knowing your orders. That becomes very, very important to what we do. What do I mean by orders? I mean mayflies, stoneflies, caddisflies, midges. There's a lot of different acronyms out there for people to remember biological classification. Kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species. Now, how I remember this is my own way. You can come up with your own classification, but mine is King Philip came over for good sex. Now that just stuck in my mind. You may want to come up with a completely different idea, but that's the one that works for me. A great example is your blue-wing olive, your Betidae. The Betidae have torpedo-like bodies. They're a swimming type of mayfly, and consequently, because they do like to swim, when you often collect them, you'll see them swimming around in your collecting tray, and you'll know immediately that that's probably a blue-wing olive just by the way that it's actually swimming. In Disc 2, we'll go to streamside. I'll talk about the different tools for sampling a stream, and you'll watch as I do some sampling and bring the 4 major aquatic insect orders to the camera. And there I'll point out what we've learned in Disc 1. I found that the streamside part of the class is what really brings it all together for my students. It's the aha moment where everything clicks. Here are some samples of Disc 2 directly from the video. One reason I know that it's a golden stone is because if you actually look at the forehead, there's an actual up W or an upside down M right on the forehead, and they're a little bit lighter in color. This is Hesperperla pacifica, and Hesperperla, you can see it's a lot darker. You know, there are a lot of books and DVDs on the market that are great resources for the fly fisher who would like to become more proficient at their passion. But there's nothing that combines the knowledge and practical experience that my class and now my 2 DVD set can offer. Seeing the different sizes and colors of insects as I hold them in my hand, or a BWO swimming in the tray, and being able to recognize it as a blue-wing olive just by how it moves through the water, is a great learning experience that can be viewed over and over and over again. Believe me, with so much information, you'll have to view it several times just to take it all in. I strongly believe that this tool will take every fly fisher's skill set to the next level. And that's what I want, for every fly fisher to make the most of their time on the water, to be able to consistently catch more fish.